Hold on. There we go.
Are we on? Because
Yes.
I didn't even see it on YouTube.
We
Sure
should
it's
be.
on?
Yeah.
Double check that real quick.
There we are. We're on the computer.
Yeah? It's not showing up on here today.
Well, they're excited.
Hold
They're
on, let me
saying,
check.
Woo, B, it's showtime.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we're on. Hey, everybody. Welcome to WDWNT Live, where there's just discarded things off to the side. You can see all that there, by the way. Calmly roll over there and move all of it. Anyway, welcome to WDWNT Live. We're here, of course, every day until the Disney parks around the world reopen. And this closure is not going to stop us from having my favorite week of the year, which is Hollywood Studios Appreciation Week, where we take time to celebrate Walt Disney World's third theme park, which no one ever does. Even on its own birthday, they don't even celebrate its history. They just unveil an ugly logo, usually. But yeah. We're going to start the week with some watch-along. Scott Smith is joining us. Hello, Scott.
Hello there.
And Colleen is here.
Just like old times.
Just me and Scott, like old time.
Waiting up on the Disney Store for Vinylmation releases.
Oh, boy. No, now we wait on Disney Store for things that sell out in 30 seconds or less. At least there wasn't bots back then. At least all the problems with DisneyStore.com were them.
I guess that's true.
Remember that? When anyone who ordered, what was it, a single Festival of the Lion King 9-inch Vinylmation, everyone got a...
Well...
Oh, no, if you ordered a 9-inch Tiki Room single.
Tiki Room. I got the Tiki Room, and I got the Lion King one instead.
Yeah, and then anyone who ordered 2 Tiki Rooms got their 2 Tiki Room. And so I had to give Scott my second Tiki Room. Because they couldn't...
I mean, it was only fair. Yeah.
Well, I bought a second one mostly because I figured someone was going to end up not having it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is... Oh, yeah, look how it's all, like, off-center. Do you see that? Now that I'm looking at it. I'd have to shift. If I shift over here, it's not.
You move. That's easier than moving all those things. You move. Trying to limit the amount of holes we put in the wall.
Yeah, I know. It's just on news today that's going to look crazy.
Move over.
I'll just go here. I mean, that is actually where I go on news today. The other show's just going to, we're going to have to.
Just sit there. It's fine.
It's fine. More holes. It's fine. It'll be fine.
It looks fine. Just stop moving back.
What? That's not on set. I'm off to the side of the screen then.
I can move the camera.
To move the camera.
What video you
We'll
want to
just
watch?
move the whole table. Actually,
I think you're fine, Tom.
Yeah.
we could
Okay.
later. We'll do it later. It's fine. It's fine. Any studios items being placed on the prize wall to celebrate this week? No, probably not. I think everything that's studios that's on the prize wall is already on the prize
There's
wall.
a bunch of 30th anniversary maps.
We do have 30th anniversary maps. I think there's other stuff, isn't there?
Probably.
Yeah, there's all sorts of studio stuff. But no, I don't have extras of things to put on the prize wall. But anyway, why don't we start watching something? What's the first thing we have up, Colleen?
The Back to Neverland video.
Oh, Back to Neverland. So this was the original film that would play at the Magic at Disney Animation Tour, starring Robin Williams and Walter Cronkite. This is a classic piece of studios. Yeah, this is what studios used to be. You go through a tour, you watch a video, you learn how things are made, and we liked it.
We did.
Yes. We didn't wait in the sun for a roller coaster that's a minute long.
Beware of the plastic.
I'm wearing a Toy Story shirt here. How dare you?
But it says beware. Toy Story Mania is a great ride.
I do. I have.
I love Toy
Listen,
Story
I like
Mania.
Galaxy's Edge, so that's all I can say.
Barker Potato Head.
I was kind of limited, and it was like a Toy Story shirt, a Star Wars shirt, and then I thought I'd wear my Great Movie Ride shirt on Thursday.
Yeah.
So I went with
Safe
Toy Story. I've got Toy Story ears too. I never got to wear this outfit to the parks.
Why? What's new? What piece is new that since you never got to wear them?
I wore them one day and then it rained, so I was in a raincoat.
Oh.
And then like I've never worn it. I didn't get my photograph taken, so then it didn't happen.
You're not photographed, were you, even outside?
Really? So, you know. Now I'm just picking out Disney outfits to wear here.
Let's watch Back to Neverland. Not to be confused with Return to Neverland, which is a terrible film.
This is Walter Cronkite here at the Disney Animation Studio. Today we'll have a unique look at how their films are created. Well, sir, you sir there.
Yes, sir.
Could you give us a little help today?
Oh, yes, sir. Well, wait a minute, you're Walter Cronkite, and that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Hold on, Walter, can you just a moment? How you doing? Name's Robin. Nice to be, but you can call me Chuck.
Yeah.
Robin, what's your favorite Disney
Of
film?
course, people
Well, to be
definitely
honest, Walter,
tour
I
the
think
Walt Disney
Fantasia has a
Studios
certain
in
Fellini-esque
California
kind of
where,
quality, but
course, closed.
my real favorite is Peter Pan, boy.
And of course,
I mean,
they sell
Neverland.
Mickey balloons at the studio.
Little pixie dust, and you could fly, you know? Robin.
Today you can visit Neverland.
But I've always
Walter,
wondered,
don't pull
because
my leg.
Genie
In order to
kind
demonstrate
of
the
wears
animation
that
process,
outfit.
we're going to turn you into an
think Genie
animated
wears-
character.
Does this mean I'm only going to have 3 fingers?
Yeah, and so, like, this
Tinkerbell.
is 89. So, obviously, they're already
She's so
working
bright.
on Aladdin.
Oh,
Like,
it's
did they
being
already
the president
know
of Barbra Streisand.
that that was going to happen, or did they see this and be like, oh, we should just put the genie in that outfit?
Is this Neverland? I mean, these books are huge, and me without my cliff notes.
This is
I mean,
where
I assume
animation
Robin was already,
begins,
like,
with a
working
good
for them,
story,
so they already probably had him
adventure,
slated for the genie by
romance.
this point.
Yeah.
humor,
But I don't think they would have
suspense.
I mean, yeah, Genie's wearing yellow shorts.
You get a
yellow
paperback,
hair.
No.
you could lose a hand.
But obviously, like, the
Of
same
course,
people
since we
worked on
tell
this.
our
Like, this was
stories
worked
with
on at
pictures
feature
as well as
animation.
words, we bring them together here on the storyboard.
Looks like a comic strip, Walter.
Right, Robin, and this is the title of your
Neverland.
story,
This is
Back
awesome.
to Neverland.
Walter, I was thinking of maybe going with Peter Pan, First Blood. You know, coming in with twin Uzis going, Hook, we've got a problem. And have Jack Nicholson play Captain Hook going, maybe, maybe not, sucker, let's talk.
No, you're
What a
being
pairing,
cast as
Robin
one of the
Williams
little
and
lost
Walter
boys.
Cronkite.
Boy,
They certainly wouldn't make that kind of joke
There's a
now.
pathetic little character, someone we can all feel for.
you
But
really
just
think
like
that people could
Aladdin, I
feel
wonder
for
how
me?
much of this is
Well,
on the cutting
certainly
room
we'll
floor.
feel
Like, how many things did
suspense
you
when
say
you're
that they
alone
couldn't
aboard the
do?
pirate ship.
Yeah.
We'll feel frightened when you're
Version
captured
of
by
Aladdin.
Captain
I'd
Hook.
love to see.
Yeah.
It's just-
And we'll all feel sorry when you're thrown to the crocodile.
Yeah, me too. Whoa, what? Walter, what's this? What about a crocodile? What do you mean?
Don't worry, there's a happy ending. This is the sound studio where your voice will be recorded for the film.
Scene 19, take 1, rolling.
What? Like these are my lines? Help, don't eat me, ouch. I thought you said there was a happy ending, Walter. For who? The crocodile?
This is so well written. There's so much information
Yeah.
disseminated, but it never stops being entertaining.
No, don't eat me, no, please.
Like, very quickly,
I hope you
we're
choke
already
on me.
on to, like, the process.
Hey, Walter, what happened? Now I'm just a voice.
And it honestly isn't that much different. They still, even with computers, they still use storyboards.
Yeah.
It brings you to
They still
life
use the
on
voice, yeah.
page. It really amounts to
I mean, this doesn't happen that much anymore, but
when drawings are
There's
viewed in
such a charm
sequence,
to this. I
they
keep
seem
hoping
to come alive.
one day the world will wake up and be like, we're tired of computers.
Hey, look! I'm a cartoon! Hey, Walt, just how far can you go with this?
You can do anything that he can draw.
Hey, animator.
I mean,
What do
in
you
a way,
say
though,
we have
even if
some
people
fun, huh?
decided
all right.
we're tired of
Let's go.
computers, they'd never go.
Oh, I can be anything. I can be just a tiny person.
Or make my
Yeah,
eyes
Prince
really
from the
big.
Frog
Or
did
maybe
that.
have legs that are real long. I can even be you, Walter Cronkite.
Now hold on there.
Can I do this? I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm grumpy. I'm dopey. Hi, everybody. I'm a corporate symbol.
Hold it, whoa!
wow, that's another raw joke. They wouldn't.
I always wanted to do that.
Next, each of
I
your
was gonna
drawings
like
is
to be an
photocopied
edge.
onto a sheet of plastic
Like, as much
called
as
a
they were a
cell.
family company, he liked having that edge.
And you're ready for color. The colors
That-
that
that was
feel
a big
right
part
for
of
your
making it, like,
character are painted on the back
Cool
of the
to
cell.
like Disney.
Careful.
Well, and to
Stay in
make
the
it
lines, babe.
fun
Don't want to lose
for
anything.
parents, like you went
Yeah.
and you got jokes that the
And
kids
there
didn't
you
get.
are.
All right.
You know, and then
Now
as
can
an
we go to
adult, you're
Neverland?
like,
Can we, Uncle Walter?
oh.
Huh? Maybe,
What's
please,
the
huh?
movies
We're
are like?
almost
Toy
there.
Story's got some.
The layout artists are drawing the sets for you now. These skilled artists create the fantasy world in which you will
'Cause
act.
I remember getting older and, you know, still
Whoa,
going with
nice boat,
my
dude.
younger sisters.
The background artists help establish the mood of the scene by painting it with appropriate colors.
But, like, the kids enjoyed it, but there was
Makes
no
me feel like
enjoyment
singing.
for the adults.
A pirate's life is a wonderful life.
Watching
A
stuff
rover
like this
over the
just brings
sea.
to mind how bad they are.
Of course, this is a much more appropriate mood for your scene. It gives the proper air of
It's a
foreboding.
lost art.
For wedding?
They used to do so many, and now actually.
This is the part where Captain Hook shows up, right? And there's a crocodile, right? Whoa. What am I doing here? See you later, Walter.
Oh, come now, Robin. You're headed the wrong way.
Way more beautiful than anything they did
Walter,
to the Beauty and the
Walter,
Beast
put me
film.
down. Oh, no.
It is. It really is.
This is the camera
Saturday
department.
morning cartoons
All
from
of these
1980.
elements of story, character, acting, and mood are photographed for the final film.
Walter, here's a little crazy idea of mine. What do you think? Let's lose the part with the crocodile. Walter, please.
It all begins to feel pretty convincing by the time it reaches this stage, doesn't it?
Walter. What's that, Walter?
Music and sound effects complete the feeling of reality.
Walter, all that mood stuff really works, Walter. This
Yeah.
is really creepy.
Well, for as much as like obviously,
one of Peter
people knock
Pan's
Disney
little
for
lost
building a studios park
boys.
with
No,
Universal
wait,
on the
Hook.
way.
I can explain.
as
I
much
didn't
as,
want to bother you. See,
you know,
there
they
was
did
Walter
absolutely take some
Cronkite
stuff from Universal, but,
and storyboards.
I mean, Universal didn't have
and
anything like the
animators.
animation experience. Universal didn't have animation really. They kind of
I throw myself at your good leg and beg for mercy.
Where is Peter Pan hiding?
Which is why they went and got.
I'm drawing a
Hanna-Barbera
big blank on
license,
that too,
which
man.
they
Listen,
dumped it.
you're a drawing, I'm a drawing. Let's lighten up here, man. No, you don't want to eat me. Whoa! Hey, you know, you are very, very rough on your skin here. I think you need something as a conditioner. Whoa! Tinkerbell. Yeah, Pixie dust. Douse me, babe. That's it.
Yeah.
Blast that Tinkerbell!
Hey, Tink, come here. What do you say? Hey, time to play that exciting new game show, You Bet Your Hook. That's right. Our contestant is a pirate. He's also a villain. Let's welcome him, please. Captain Hook. Hi, nice to have you on the show. Nice hat. Hey, you know, you're not wearing one. I'm kidding. Here we go. Here's our guest. It's time to play the big $20,000 question. What has 4 legs, a voracious appetite, and is right behind you? Time's up. It's a crocodile. Come on down. Hey, Tink, slip me some wing. Pow!
Robin, I think you've got the general idea. It's time to come back now.
Oh, but I just got here.
Now, Robin, we don't want to miss the rest of the tour.
Oh, yeah. That's right, but I didn't get to meet Peter
I probably
or
could have done
Wendy
the
or
kind of
anybody. Walter, I beat
If they
Captain
made-
Hook, and
they
I
did
was
this now
flying,
themselves.
Walter. Oh, boy.
It's like once it's like
Walter.
this or
Come
again.
on,
Yeah, it's
Robin. What are you hanging around for? Let's go have some fun.
Catch up with the next group, okay?
Now, Robin,
Hey, wait for me, Peter!
and that's the way it is.
He said the thing.
Keep the jacuzzi hot. I'll be back.
Come on, everybody.
Here we go.
Yeah, Jerry Reeves was in it. Jerry Reeves went on to also do that. He did the Rocky Horror Picture show. I interviewed him a couple of years ago. When people stopped buying books. I started on the books just about the issues here. I'm probably going to pick it back up, but people are starting to get more interested in this. Special thanks, not there any. Just special thanks. Yeah. There you go. Back to Neverland, a classic piece of the Magic at Disney Animation Tour. Really great little film. Love that. I wish we could hear the commentary, someone said. Apparently the videos are too loud again. That thing again. So make sure the next one's a little lower then.
Okay.
None of us could hear Tom.
Oh, how sad.
Thanks.
Basically, Tom was like, it's cute and it's great. Why aren't things like this now?
You know, everybody, the usual. What are we watching next?
The Stars
pretty
and
much summed it
Motorcars
up.
Parade.
What was that, Scott?
Said pretty much the usual.
Yeah. Stars and Motorcars Parade. Oh boy, what a great parade.
I loved this as a kid.
It's
I
fine.
thought it was hilarious.
It was fine. Tell this is filmed.
I like the variety.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of different characters from the other parades. Yeah, I get that. There's Lights, Motors, Action, the happiest celebration on Earth banners. Rest in peace, that tree. Yeah, all those, they ripped out all those palm trees. Look at them now. When they did that. Probably like around time idle.
You had to make way for all those hot idol crowds.
I think it was just for like sight lines across. They finally realized like the trees grew in too much and you couldn't see the stuff across Echo Lake. The stuff in center stage, like that palm tree right in the red there, was removed, I think, when they redid the center stage area. That one probably lasted a little longer.
You
You might even be able to jump ahead of him, because it seems like the parade is very far away.
Wow, yeah, it really is.
Oh God, it's still far. Go another.
No, I saw.
Yeah, but that's like an extreme zoom. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's like a dream I've had now. Remember those teal cash shirts? Now the new ones look like they have duct tape running down the middle of them. Now someone said I want to be able to hear the parade too. Yeah, low. The studio people are low in comparison to Scott.
I'm too loud now.
I don't know. Our volume is at what it always is.
I'll try talking a little lower.
No, I don't think it's you.
Maybe some ASMR.
Okay. We can't hear the parade either.
Yeah, bring up the parade a little bit.
I think it must be real quiet.
Oh, it's not there yet.
Whoa!
Let's leave it there and see what people say. Someone said garbage incoming. Yeah, this was not my favorite parade. This isn't one I regularly went to see.
I liked it because I don't even remember if I ever saw it in person, but I liked I had the soundtrack on that CD.
I liked the music.
I liked how, yeah, I liked how varied the music was.
Yeah. Just as an actual parade, it's kind of.
Well, it's just a bunch of themed cars, isn't it?
Yeah, like it was a cute idea because they're like, oh, well, what would happen in 30s Hollywood? Like you have a parade of stars going to premiere. But then it turns out that themed cars aren't nearly as cool as parade floats. I I didn't remember these fake photographers with Lightning McQueen. It wasn't a permanent piece of the parade. This was added when the movie was coming out.
Also, now I'm thinking, do I remember something different? Because I feel like them coming the opposite direction.
They would run the other way sometimes. Yeah. This didn't always run this direction. I mean, Block Party Bash came up the other way for sure. Not really. This probably ran the other way at one point. Oh, that lady just crossed the parade. Those managers are upset about it. They're like, well, too late now. What are the names of the radios? Isn't it Stone Granite and they're actual Streetmosphere cars.
Presented by Chevrolet.
Yeah, they were Chevy cars, yeah.
I have to zoom in on that.
We, of course, got a lot of money from Chevrolet to put on this video. Yeah, you kind of lose the like 1930s Hollywood motorcade with these racing network guys. Yeah, you could just tell it wasn't part of the parade originally.
Yeah, it's kind of tacked on.
Do you know more info about MGM Studios Europe? Not really. Mostly what's out there. I don't think they got too far with developing individual things. A lot of the cheaper stuff ended up getting built anyway. Rusty's girl. Do they have like regular castmate thing? Oh no, it's like a mechanic thing. I was like, why would they have names? That's weird though, that aesthetic, because it's like half like car hop, half mechanic. So they couldn't decide if they wanted to be mechanics or car hop.
Yeah, mechanics don't usually wear roller
things.
skates.
One of them works at Sonic and one doesn't. Yeah, you could tell if you want to know how maintenance works. Look at Tomater's like engine thing flapping. They all can do that. They don't anymore. So anytime you meet Mater, whether it's Florida or California or wherever, it's supposed to do that, but they don't anymore. Oh, it's time for Bo Creep.
Finally watched Person 4.
You liked it?
Fine.
It's hard.
Like, it was...
It's a movie.
I didn't like it at all.
It's a movie. I thought it was cute. I was really prepared for it to be really horrible.
No, I just think it was disappointing.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, this is fine, but it was kind of like a part of me is okay. It was like fine, you want to go with both people, but a part of me is kind of like, but...
The whole last movie was about staying together.
Right? It was more, it was that like,
Yeah.
this was so unnecessary. I liked, even though it made Buzz dumb, I did like some.
Yeah, I love that there's like hosts as if you're watching the parade on TV. I do like the Mary Poppins car.
I like that the Muppets are actually used for something.
I mean, Eisner liked the Muppets. A lot of these cars afterwards were sent to Paris, where they were used for a hot minute. One of them actually appeared recently. The Ariel car was in the Pirate and Princess parade/show. That was quite an experience. I had just arrived in Disneyland Paris for the first time, and 5 minutes later, I'm seeing a car from MGM drive down the street. I'm like, okay. This is cute too with the balloon. The giant Muppets. Mega Muppet. This car, oh my god, the land speeder car. This had to be the most ridiculous one. Yeah. Remember when Star Wars was confined to brief moments instead of, you know, your whole day? Darth Vader walks. Darth Vader doesn't have a car. What I didn't like was that the music wasn't synced to each car. That was bad.
I guess when you listen to the soundtrack on its own, it is. Like, each car has its own section.
Yeah, but they didn't sync it. They couldn't figure out how to sync the audio to cars. Because remember, other parade systems, like their parade floats, like these are just actual Chevy cars. Like, these guys are really driving. This is Monsters, Inc., right? You just put the logo on the back. Yeah. I think Chevy just gave them old car bodies. Here's what we got. You want to do. The other thing is, this park had a lot of parades of movies that came out while the park was open, and basically any costume you see with the car that was a parade in this park is recycled. So those costumes are from the Aladdin's Royal Caravan, the Mulan costumes are from the Mulan parade, the Toy Story stuff is most definitely from the Toy Story parade.
Yeah.
Not the cars that they actually ride.
There's no cars in Agrabah. We're already out of the store.
There's no cars in any of these movies, except for
Cars?
Monsters, Inc. Well, cars. No one's riding in cars. Monsters, Inc. Mike has a car, and they don't.
Oh yeah, the villain car. I do like this song.
Again, the soundtrack on its own was fun, but rewatching the parade, yeah, it doesn't hold up as exactly.
Yeah, any of the music stuff they did for the 100 Years of Magic was good. And like the parade has, they're like World of Colors in this. 80s just in like a hot rod that's kind of a hearse. I like the Lilo and Stitch car, the Woody. This parade changed a lot. They would keep adding or changing cars out as movies came out. I was not a fan of the Flatfish. Those are pretty bad. it is. Now at Disneyland Paris. Oh no.
Oh man!
Oh no.
Yeah!
Scott's
We got
excited.
Dino Thunder White. We got Dino Thunder White. We got Ninja Storm Green.
Or they're Power Rangers from multiple seasons.
Yes, that's Wild Force Silver. I think that's Red SPD. I can't really see.
Yeah, it looks policey.
Oh man.
Here comes that big ugly car. There it is.
Yeah. And then there's Mystic Force Pink. I don't know why she gets to stay on the car.
The original Power Rangers.
Yeah, I remember watching the first episode. I remember everyone in kindergarten was talking about it. Like, are you going to watch it?
I was in elementary school, so.
Original Power Rangers, and then the ones where they had animals. That's like another.
Animals was
Wild Force, I
later.
believe.
I remember
Yes, that was the 10th anniversary.
I was up to Turbo. I remember going to see the Turbo movie in theaters, and that was like when I decided, nope, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, that was pretty much me, but then I got back into it with Wild Force.
Yeah, here's Disney Junior. Stanley, Bear in the Big Blue House. What is the... Was that from Bear too, that green thing?
I don't know. I was just going to ask you.
Oh, there's PB&J Otter in the back.
I think this was the version of like Playhouse Disney I saw. Jana was really into Bear.
Yeah.
Out of the box, which I didn't like specifically.
Out of the box. Out of the box. Out of the box. Yeah, like Bear in the Big... Oh, Trilo from Bear in the Big Blue House. As much as I don't like this parade, I like this park having an aesthetic and a theme.
Yeah.
I miss when parks were different from each other. Random characters not in the parade.
Yeah.
Well, it's like who's popular, but we forgot to make a float for them. Is usually the concept. My favorite is in Tokyo. They don't want anyone to be sad, so there's like 20 of them at the end of Dream Republic. I love this car. I always like this car. Yeah, it's cool.
Leo has to walk.
He's a dog.
If there was a trunk.
They should. Oh, kid, you're in the parade. Please get out of the parade. Nope, nope. Everybody needs to get off the street. This is still the parade. God, remember yellow lanyards? During the 50th, they had the yellow lanyards. They're supposed to be gold. Turn around, the great movie ride's still there. Let's go. People dress pretty differently even in 2006. I just feel like style has even changed a lot.
I mean,
It's
style
not even that
changes every decade. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you look back at even like the 2000s, like you dressed like that?
Yeah.
In your mind, you're kind of like, I always dressed like this.
The hat! Oh, God!
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Well, that was junk.
Like, it was cute. Like,
It
oh, we put
should
up
have been
for the
somewhere else.
celebration.
That's, yeah.
Then it was like, what? Now I can't see
didn't have the rights to the building. Tom's favorite is in Tokyo, shocker. I mean, my favorite parade ever is probably Spectro Magic. But I mean, yeah, I mean, considering the current state of parades, yeah. Magic Happens has like, what, 8 floats? I mean, all the Tokyo ones have like 15 or more. What do we have up next?
Hyperspace hoopla.
Oh boy! So for those of you who don't remember, during Star Wars weekends and some other events, they would have this show called Hyperspace Hoopla. And it would feature Star Wars characters, and there's a dance-off, and all sorts of wacky things happen. The one we're going to watch today
when there was a sense of humor about it.
Yeah, remember Star Wars could be fun? Remember that? The one we're going to watch is from Last Tour to Endor. This was the weird Star Tours farewell event that they had in 2010, even though the ride wouldn't close for another month. They had this event. I think it coincided with Celebration.
After hours?
Yeah.
Special event?
Yeah.
I was there.
Were you?
Yep.
Where they blew up the building, but then you could ride it the next day? That one? Yeah.
I don't think we went the next day, but I remember they blew up the building.
They blew up the building, and then the next day everyone's like, oh, it's open.
And I remember, was it Darth Vader like threatened them and was like, you must open it earlier? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was there. Cool.
Yeah. All right, so let's watch Last Tour to Endor, Hyperspace Hoopla.
And I don't know why they stopped this. You could have plenty of fun with the current Star Wars.
I know.
I like the sequel trilogy, but Matthew Paul.
I don't know. Yeah, remember Matt Paul? Totally. It was like they were like, oh, this is fine until they owned it. Then once they owned it, they were like, no. This is ours
Which
now.
is a shame.
Treated with dignity and respect. Sometimes theme parks can just be fun. Like, this was a fun, weird idea. They're like, what are we going to do for Star Wars weekend? And someone's like, Star Wars character dance-off. It's just like, yeah.
Well, it was fun. It was fun, and it wasn't like anyone looked at this and was like, oh, that's canon now.
Yeah.
How dare they do that to, you know, it's like, it's just a joke.
Yeah, and it was a knockoff of Bill and Ted, basically. It was like, can we do Bill and Ted, but with Star Wars? Obviously, it's more family-friendly than the Bill and Ted show at Universal, but which is also now dead. Kid Fisto, he never comes out!
We would go to Star Wars weekend almost every year. We loved going. I loved getting pictures with, like, Stormtrooper Donald.
It was a fun event.
You know, it was fun.
It was a very cute event.
And I don't know why they stopped that. I mean, like, I like the sequel trilogy, all of them. I don't, but you need to have some humor about it.
Yeah. Stopping the event
like you could
was a mistake.
You could have like a Kylo Ren Goofy, like that'd be funny. Like, and you know, that would make probably people like it more.
I mean, if you don't want to do it in the land because, you know, that's canon story, then fine.
Well, do it out by Star Tours. The Star Tours doesn't really make sense with the land.
Yeah.
Like, so that's kind of exists separately anyway.
It was during this event, they did like, in the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, they did like a mashup with Star Wars.
Oh, the mashup,
yeah. Raiders of the Lost Jedi Temple of Doom.
Yeah, and they had the celebrities in it.
That was cool. They never did that again after this. This was only for this.
All right, that's more like it. That is more like it. You know, this is Celebration 5, the last tour of Endor, the 30th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. We better bring it on.
That's right, and for this very special Celebration 5 occasion, and for this very special edition of the Hyperspace Hoopla, we have brought for you the greatest band in the entire galaxy.
I think there's that purple light right on the camera.
Oh, yeah. Direct from Mos Eisley's infamous Cantina. Put your hands together for Finger and Dan and the
There comes Finger and Dan in the modal node. The only thing I don't miss about this was waiting hours for this show because there wasn't enough space for everyone. Because originally it was on the Jedi training stage, and then it got way too popular. And so they started building this, but it even got too popular for this stage.
I want you to run out and download their latest hits. Dude looks like a bantha. When a man loves a wampa, and hit me, Bubba, one more time.
Oh, yeah. You know, I say it all the time, and I'm going to say it again.
Here he goes.
This is the most versatile band in the entire galaxy.
Entire.
Yeah. Their repertoire is so big.
How big is it?
It's bigger than Lando Calrissian's betrayal. What? What did I say? What did I say?
Galactic Knights is not even comparable.
And to prove it to you right now, we're going to play a little
They're
thing
two
we
different
call
things. Galactic Knights was like a Disney After Hours. Star Wars Weekends was way better. For some reason, they play the Johnny Carson theme there. I don't know why.
Are you sure you want to do this again? You know, every year, you know, you wind up getting kind of angry.
No. Angry with these guys? No. We have patched things up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we are good to go.
Really?
Right, guys?
Yeah,
See? Yeah,
No.
we're good.
Okay, you're sure?
Yeah. I love these guys.
No, back in the day, we had videographers who specifically filmed
All
things.
right, I have a bad
I didn't
feeling
film.
about this,
All
but
right,
go ahead.
to prove to you that they can play anything, we need a suggestion from the audience. I need you to yell out a song. Any song.
I did film the last one, though.
We will rock you.
That was the one where I waited like 5 hours with some people to be in the very front.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I thought about watching that one today, but that one will probably save for next week, maybe.
Hit it, boys.
Star Wars stuff. I don't know.
No, stop it. Do not encourage that kind of behavior. No. Every year you say you're not going to do that little joke on me, and you do it. All right, I'm going to take this well this time. For real.
What are you making noise
That's
about?
right.
You're going to play what
That's what he sounds like.
suggest.
Yeah.
What do you suggest?
Longtime Parks actor, also was in the Adventurers Club.
I hear Freebird.
He was at our the Adventurers Club reunion,
This may be long.
and I went to him. I go, I've enjoyed all of your hooplas, even the
Lighters
hyperspace one.
have lots of butane.
Do it right.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. They promised. Here is
It is
Freebird
funny,
as
he's from
played
Two
by
Things
Finger
Known
Dan
for
and the Moto
Hooplas.
Nose. Hit it, boys! What? Stop it! No! What are you doing? What are you doing? Shush! To the moon of Andorupla! To the moon! No!
To the
We
moon.
promised you made a pact with me. I
Honeymooners reference, I'm sure everyone got it.
You get off here. You need to control your anger.
What?
Anger leads to hate. Hate
Ooh, you could.
spittle shooting out of your mouth.
Oh yeah, Boba Fett would just walk through the crowd before. I forgot about that.
No! I am sick of you guys. I want you to rock that body.
Oh, I can never take Star Wars seriously again because Star Wars is
I don't know. If they brought this back and added in Ray and Poe and Finn, I'd love it.
I'm joking. I don't. I think you can have fun.
I know you were joking.
Yeah.
I think they should bring it back and add in the new characters. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, Kesha.
Yeah.
Remember her?
God, this is 9 years ago.
Oh, that was awesome. Come on.
Even I have to admit that was very impressive. Good job. Very. Okay, Thank you. We will see you later on in the show. We're going to need you later, okay? Goodbye for now. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Let's hear it for the Cantina Band.
I forgot their name.
The Cantina. Everybody's favorite part of the Hyperspace hoopla. We call it Dance Up with the Star Wars Stars. For all of your favorite Star Wars stars who think they can dance, shake the bodies down to the ground.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And like I said, this is the 30th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back.
My favorite one.
Was this the one where they did all 80s?
It's going to take us way back into the 1980s.
Oh, yeah, the 1980s.
Yeah, they tried to theme them for a while.
When wearing leg warmers were cool.
So like 1 year was like rock.
Was the apex of computer technology.
Oh, wait, the camera will focus again at some point. There it
We
goes.
actually showed music videos.
Cameras love when you shine bright lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to see our first group? No, I need you to give me a Celebration 5 reaction. Are you ready to see our first group? And I want you to scream and yell for group number 1!
Oh, this car is automatic.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
I love this. It's so great.
What's greased lightning?
I thought it was supposed to be the 1980s. Was Grease the 1980s?
Grease came out in the 80s, didn't it?
Because it's an old 50s style song.
Yeah, but I think the movie.
The movie was.
Oh, 78. They were close.
So yeah, thank you.
It was almost 80s.
Thank you. But the song isn't even 80s style. It's weird.
No, yeah. It's funny, though. I don't care. I thought it was a funny bit. He kind of looks like him. I think it would have been funnier if they had, like, a little, like, Millennium Falcon car. This is the weirdest show ever, someone said.
Wait, Han.
Wait, what?
Mr. Solo, I don't think I'm the only one who noticed that you chose a song that actually didn't come from the 80s. Grease was the song.
Thank you.
See? But they knew it.
So, I'm sorry, but your chances of winning this competition are probably like 3,720.
Tell me they are. I've flown from one side of the galaxy to the other, and I've seen a lot of strange stuff. And hokey comedians and ancient dance moves are no substitute for a good audience at your side.
That's not really a good Harrison Ford impression.
It doesn't need to be.
You want to be by my side?
It's not, you know, a movie all about the character.
Yeah.
Now listen.
Oh, I haven't even seen Solo.
Solo's not bad.
So thank you very much.
It's horrible.
If
It's
you
enjoyable.
can disconnect it from like being Han Solo in a way.
I don't even think that. Rogue One is the movie I want to
See,
disconnect.
I like Rogue One.
No, I'm with Colleen. I like Rogue One.
Solo's fine, and like the references are funny, and it's like a fun movie, but I'm like, he's just not.
Oh, I guess I will have to kiss a Wookiee.
Oh, stop it. As I said, we will decide who the winner is after everybody has performed. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Chewie the Jawas.
He's
So are you ready to meet our second group? Please welcome to the stage Group number 2.
Oh man, the groans from the crowd in the back.
And is that Luke and Leia?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
So good. Someone just said do the running jump thing. I think they did. I don't. Yeah. There it is.
There it is.
No, then they didn't do it. OSHA wouldn't go for it.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, I like this part coming up, though. They go to kiss and they stop them.
Should we tell them that they're, you know, related?
No.
Okay. Moving on. Who's ready to see the next group?
Great, then put your hands together for group number 3.
Oh, we got bounty hunters. Oh, it's Material Girl.
And Ahsoka?
Yeah, I don't know.
For some reason.
I think they just picked female
They're just
characters.
girls.
Oh,
It's like the bounty hunters are both characters you just like see once. People. They're in like the cartoon. I explained they are. But yeah, it's just like we took the other female characters.
Is Aura Singh actually in the movie?
She's I think a throwaway.
Yeah, like I think
She's in more expanded universe
yeah,
stuff.
but I think you see.
She's
her.
definitely, yeah, you like see her, but you don't.
just,
She
like,
doesn't
all
do
over
anything.
It's Padme in like the full gown and everything. It's a pretty ridiculous number. I do not envy the amount of body makeup Ahsoka had to wear. What did you whoa, Scott?
Well, he said something about them not wearing a lot of clothes. I'm like, that's an un-Disney joke.
Well, I mean, 3 years from now, they have the slave Leia in the show, so.
Yeah,
that would have been worse if like Carrie Fisher then came out
You know
like
what?
punched.
I am going to announce my
the chat points out that Aura Singh was in episode 1 for a second.
I knew she was it.
So she was.
She existed before episode 1, though?
Like an expanded.
That's what I thought. I don't know.
I mean, that's totally possible. My thought was like, so many of the characters in the Carson are like pre-established.
Yeah.
Like I know that.
Tumbling Goopla! It seems we have a late entry.
Late entries are not allowed.
I don't think they care, Oopla.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, this is fun. A little Captain EO. Which had just come back at the time. I loved when they do Darth Vader with the glove, the one silver glove. You know how they do those like crazy expensive like replica statues? I would have bought one of him with the silver glove. I absolutely would have bought it.
Was Vader always Michael Jackson?
For a lot of them, not everyone ever. But once they did it once, people lost it, and so they had to keep doing it. So they just kept giving him different Michael Jackson numbers for a few years. Then I think at the end he stopped doing it again because I think he got too old. But there was a period of a few years where he just kept doing it.
We've ever had on this stage. What? Do you have a dance studio at the Death Star? Because you're cooking. Woo! You win. You win.
Okay, all right.
You win.
Stop it. What? You're embarrassing me. What? You got a little dark side right there.
What?
What? Okay, now, we have to be fair, okay? You just can't announce that Lord Vader and the Stormtrooper squad. I mean, Lord Vader. Hi, can I call you Annie? Now, all right. Okay. I love the bedazzled gloves, by the way. I mean, we have to bring out all the groups and let the people decide. Okay?
All right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
You guys.
So the fun thing would be, not during Last Word Endor, but the other events, different people could win and different things would happen based on who would win. So if you came back multiple weekends, you probably saw a different ending, which was cool.
Will it be group number 1? Group number 2? Group number 3?
Nope.
Or group number 4?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Dance Off for the Star Wars Stars Celebration 5 Edition is Darth Vader and the Stormtroopers!
I like this show, but I think once they started actually like having the Emperor as like the bad guy against Snig and Hoopla, I think they were funnier.
All the Celebration 5 fans who voted for you.
And I love the last year when they did They're Gone, and it's just him hosting, and the Emperor does like their whole musical number at the beginning, but it's all rewritten for him.
Sad clown.
Chewie, let the Wookiee win. Do you hear your people out there? They love you. Okay. I'm going to give you a rare opportunity here, Chew. You need to speak to your peeps out there, okay? I want you to give it a little shout out. What are you going to say? Oh, he said that really made him happy.
Oh.
But not quite.
What?
Well, you know,
What?
there's only really one thing right now, he
What's
says.
that?
And what's that, Chew?
What's that? I don't speak Wookiee. What?
Oh, he says, don't stop.
Don't stop.
So apparently they had one really tall man who worked at Hollywood Studios who was not even in entertainment. Like, this was a manager, apparently. So they had one really tall manager at Hollywood Studios who would do Chewbacca every year.
Actors tend to be small people.
Yeah.
There's an interview with Jeff Goldblum that I love, and he says actors are wee little people. Just very tall.
I always got a kick out. Every year they pick like some breakup song and they put the two of them. And it never stopped being funny. Oh, I'm gonna break your heart. Oh my god. Bad Romance, God. Oh. Yeah, and then they always play like some teen bop music for Ahsoka. And the crowd would just kind of be like, what?
Yeah.
Because she's young.
Doesn't even make sense anymore.
California girl.
This could be a whole activity. Plan Hyperspace hoopla if it's happening now. What modern songs would they make them dance?
I don't know if you could have any. They'd probably do a bunch of old songs again.
Well, like this is
The end part would always be like the songs from the year,
Yeah.
which was like Bill and Ted. Again, this was lifted directly from Bill and Ted. Thank you, Jesse Edwards, for your $2 super chat. We appreciate it.
The hoopla hustle. I love this dance. Me too. All right. Now, figuring you guys know the hoopla hustle, yes? All right. Well, then let's kick it. Hit it, boys. Oh, there we go. I want to see some bouncing out there.
Is this the year with the Boba Fett at the end?
New song, new dance. Many of you know the move.
That's right, because they're all based on some of your favorite Star Wars characters.
Oh, yeah. Now just do them the best you can. Just use your arms. Yeah, here we go. This first move is for
The set also got more intricate every year. By the end, they had the whole thing with the doors, the tower. Oh, this is the one where they teach you to dance. Yeah, this did not last long. It was gone by the next year. Yeah, the first couple years they tried to do like a dance, and then eventually they was like, nah, forget it.
That's right. It's just like this, once to the right, and then once to the left.
The chewy chill.
The chewy chill.
Oh, yeah, let the wookie win. Let the wookie win.
Let's put those two steps together.
Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Chewy chill.
No one in the crowd could do it, except that one guy. There's one guy in the crowd.
Oh, dear. They don't look happy.
All right, I know how to make them happy. Let's put their favorite dance move in.
Yes, hold your camera higher. Higher now.
You got it. Oh, yeah. Raise the roof. Now we're going to add a little two-step to that, okay? Pick up your skirts. Go step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
Someone said this is dumb. Yeah, this part was dumb, and it didn't last.
I have to agree.
After this.
I was just going to say, this is not a good note to end on.
No, it was dumb. I think Hoopla only got better as the years went on. I think they figured it out.
This next move is brought to us by the mighty Jedi.
Oh, Kit Fisto, he never comes out.
Comes out.
All right, kid. Show us the Jedi Jive.
First, it's a swipe with your right hand. These are the droids you're looking for. And then a swipe with your left. You can go about your business. These are the droids you're looking for. You can go about your business. These are the droids you're looking for. You can go about your business. Yeah, go Jedi, go Jedi. It's your birthday, it's your birthday.
And he leaves.
This was upset.
We embarrassed him. Let's do the whole thing.
Okay, here we go. All four moves. 5, 6, 7, 8 to the right.
Chewy chill. Chewy chill. Ready to move? Ready to move? These are the droids you're looking for. You can go
Yeah, key when writing a theme park show is to know your audience. This is a moment where they didn't know the
Whoa,
audience.
what happened to the guy? He just fell.
He's dropped to the floor because they pulled guns on him.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I love it. But, you know, it means, I don't know, a little spinny thing, okay? A little spinny bang. Spinny bang. Everybody, let's try it. Here we go. Watch this. Goes like this.
No, thanks.
Hunter bang.
I'm a bounty hunter bang. That was an actual thing.
It's the best step in the whole dance. I love it.
You know what? Have fun, Downey, honey.
Is that Django or Boba? I can't tell from the video.
All right. Hey, you know what? If you see Mace Windu, duck.
Ah, he decapitated him.
I love that Zam Wessel has like all of a minute of airtime, and so whoever plays him just like has two poses they could possibly do that the character actually did in the movie.
We're gonna put all that together, including the Bounty Hunter Boogie. You guys ready? Oh yeah, I want to see the bouncing.
This was super entertaining until the end, someone said.
Yeah.
Secondhand embarrassment. Oh, God. We should have like a dance segment at the end of News Tonight. That's what it's missing.
Oh, it was suggested that we do News Tonight, one episode entirely as a puppet show, and then puppet versions of all of them. And I was like, guys, this sounds to me like you really want me to do more work and make puppets.
I'm gonna end up with carpal tunnel.
Please be careful that you don't chop off the hand of the person next to you.
That would be bad.
Please grab your lightsaber from your left hip. Hold it up over your right shoulder.
This isn't over yet?
It's your video. You don't know how long.
I think I turned it off in this part. Is this complicated enough yet? Let's learn another piece.
These people are advanced.
This is the last tour to Endor.
I think we can do it twice through.
Twice through.
The whole thing twice through.
It's crazy talk.
I'm crazy.
I love it. All right, everybody, twice through without stopping. Here we go. 5, 6, 5.
If you're carrying a real lightsaber, yeah. Now we're gonna use lightsabers to make sure people are 6 feet away from us. You just hold it out in front of you so you know.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. Oh, man.
Is your mother here?
Stop it.
It's not actually over.
Time to go.
What?
That's right. Say your goodbyes. It's time to move along.
But this is SNIG.
And it was
Hyperspace.
Imperial Ordinance 402-76. All festivities must be concluded by 11 p.m.
But this still
I always like that dance move to the music when the time is up.
We just enforce them. That's right. So wrap it up. Move along.
Move along.
Okay. Right. I guess it's time for us to go. But I have a little advice for you.
Oh, I was waiting for this song.
And that is...
Is that Journey?
Yeah.
I like the one holding his instrument incorrectly. That's great. Yeah, this is the one with bulbous water. I can't hear. Oh, he's dancing. Michael Jackson.
Really good dancer, though. You gotta. Can't
Usually
be easy
the
with that
people in the
helmet.
show were. Mickey did perform in one of these the last year. Mickey was the surprise. Mickey is a Jedi.
This one wasn't the best one, but
No.
I miss it. I do.
Yeah, we really just don't know how to do entertainment anymore. And it's not even like a Disney thing, because I feel like a lot of even the Disney-owned parks do entertainment well. Just Florida, I don't think our crowd cares enough. Okay. Remember Darth Maul? Yeah, it was a tent. A couple of years, it was just a tent. Go shop in a tent. We have one more thing.
One more.
One more thing. This is a special one-night-only fireworks show from the 25th anniversary of Disney's Hollywood Studios, May 1st, 2014. A cute show. They only did it once. It was a fun little fireworks show. One of those banners is now in my apartment.
Surprise, surprise.
We had it at Stage 89 last year. We actually the Disney people brought out 2 tables so we could spread it across so people could take a picture with it. It's giant. I've never been able to hang it because it's taller than the apartment. I thought about bringing it in here, but it's taller. I think it's taller than these walls too.
You hang it on your ceiling?
It's folded. I don't have anywhere to put it. It's too big. Even if I hung it from the ceiling, it would hit the floor.
Like, I meant across the ceiling. Like, it could be your ceiling.
It's a vaulted ceiling, though. I don't know if I can do it. I'll find somewhere for it eventually.
Buy a museum and live in.
I would have to live in the museum.
I don't know. I'm just thinking, so you're with all your stuff all the time.
I leave my stuff here. It's in locked cabinets. No, we're not watching Sorcery in the Sky. No Sorcery in the Sky. I think, if I remember correctly, Ron Logan tells a Sorcery in the Sky story when you watch that on Friday. That presentation from Stage 89. I think Ron has a Sorcery in the Sky story, if I remember correctly. Might have told me it on the phone. I don't remember. No, I figured people have seen Sorcery. This is a one-night show. I don't know if many people ever watched this. It's a cute show. It's all music from stuff that's in the park. Muppets is in it. Indy. Also, there's the Sorcerer's Hat, which I figured some people would be nostalgic about. Yeah, their fireworks shows used to have a lot more pyro before they moved the launch site. When I asked Ron Logan about it, I was like, "Why do you think they're doing more projections now than pyro?" And he's like, "Money." I mean, that's a Disney legend who had 20 or 30 something years in the division, so you know, don't take my word for it. I mean, the projections do add something in some shows. There's been some cool moments, but they probably rely too much on it. This is just a lot of pyro. Good show. But you could tell when they built the hat, they weren't thinking they were ever going to have fireworks again. Because the hat is like right in the sweet spot. Also, it's not even dead center. It leans to one side. Just made it hard to stage fireworks shows.
Just generally in the way.
Yeah. It had to be. I mean, originally they were going to build it outside the park, and then they had the fight with Grauman's. And they were like, well, we got to block the theater. Here's Muppets.
Yay.
I used to remember the Muppets. Actually, in fairness, for the 30th, the Muppets actually ended up on stuff. They were like the only vintage thing from the park that did. Kermit the Frog was even on a gift card.
Well, that's something.
I mean, they're alive. Nothing else in that park can say that. A giant reaction for Tower of Terror. Yeah, this was... Jesse Edwards, what is the live-action projection show? Disney Movie Magic? Which actually just came back. Supposed to have a Mulan portion, and on the night advertised didn't, because the parks were closing in 2 days. They never told people it wasn't happening anymore. You had to show up and ask, and even then the cast members were like, we don't know. Then it just wasn't in there. I really like these low-level fireworks shows. I think this park, it worked. I think these shows were better. Like, Wishes had better music, but I think the pyro in the last couple fireworks shows...
This wasn't bad music.
Yeah, no, just like, I don't know. but the pyro was always better. So this, the Star Wars, the original Star Wars fireworks show, and the Frozen fireworks were all fantastic. And then they went to the projection stuff and they moved the launch site, and it was just kind of like, oh, okay. But they were legit staging some really great fireworks shows in this park for a bit. There's 2s and 5s. They didn't really show up right. There they are. There's one.
There's a 2.
There's a 5.
There's kind of a 5.
Yeah. 2s and 5s look similar in fireworks, it turns out. And then we just blow everything up.
That's how you know it's the end.
Yeah, they chose to end on Be Our Guest. An interesting choice. But this was, I think this was 2014. This is at that moment of, we don't know what the future of this park is. Nothing was announced yet. Nothing was closed yet. Backlot Tour is about to close in a couple months. But this park was still operating as is at the time. I mean, Pirates was in this show because the Legend of Jack Sparrow show was still operating. There you go. Happy birthday, Hollywood Studios.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So, if you're enjoying what we're doing, there's 2 great ways you can support us here at WDWNT. Number 1, like Jesse did, you can use the Super Chat right down there on YouTube. Down in the lower right-hand corner, there's a $sign. Just click it. You can donate. It's a great way to help us out. Another great way where you get stuff in return is to become a WIGS member, a member of the WDWNT Inner Globe Society. Starting at just $2 a month, you get exclusive post shows for Park Center and News Tonight. You get high-res PDF scans of classic paper paraphernalia from the parks, which this week we're doing 2 a day, all from the Disney MGM studios. You get early registration to events, just like the one you just saw when we threw Pleasure Beach, our Adventurers Club reunion, which included a New Year's Eve firework countdown right on the beach, and much, much more. So make sure you go join at patreon.com/WDWNT. It's a great way to support what we're doing. What we are doing is we're coming live every day, twice a day. Colleen, what's coming up? We have the schedule. Of course, this week is Hollywood Studios Appreciation Week. Tonight, there's a special Hollywood Studios themed episode of Cosmic Read live at 9 p.m. Tomorrow at 11, I don't have this in front of me. Tomorrow at 11 a.m., we're going to start premiering the individual presentations from our Stage 89 event last year. We had a panel event with a number of former Imagineers and Disney legends. So the first of those presentations will debut tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll be in the chat to join you guys for that. It's with former Imagineer Brian Collins, who wrote some of the script for the Great Movie Ride, worked on some Backlot Tour scripting, did stuff like that. Tomorrow at 9 p.m., Ride Rehab watches. They are watching the grand opening of the Disney MGM studios tomorrow night. On Wednesday, our 11 a.m. Stage 89 premiere is going to be with Jim Mulder and I'm blanking on the other name. I have it somewhere. I don't know. I could probably pull this up real quick. But they were the guys who were behind the special effects in the Great Movie Ride, the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, number of opening day things at the studios. I'm going to pull up the actual description of the presentation so I could get the names right. Oh, here we go. Jim Mulder and who? Blanking on names. Jack Gillette and James Mulder. Yeah, so both of them worked at WED for a very long time. Indiana Jones, Mickey. They did Mickey's Filler Magic, The Living Seas, American Adventure, Horizons, all kinds of fun stuff. Their presentation about all the special effects they did for the studios will premiere Wednesday at 11 a.m. 9 p.m. Wednesday is a Hollywood Studios themed episode of Park Center. On Thursday at 11 a.m., it's Party with Pete. I believe he's having Piano Rob on again this week from
I think so.
Yeah. Thursday at 9 p.m., it's a very special episode of WDW News Tonight. It's WDW News Tonight, a spectacular journey into the movies, our celebration of the Great Movie Ride. This Thursday at 9 p.m. It'll include the Family Feud, our top 7 Great Movie Ride scenes, and more. A couple of surprises, too, this Thursday. And then on Friday, we wrap up Studios Appreciation Week with our final Stage 89 premiere, which will be the Star Conversation with former Executive Vice President of Walt Disney Entertainment and Disney legend Ron Logan. That was an insane presentation. We were dying. It was really funny. You definitely want to watch that one. That'll premiere 11 a.m. on Friday. And then at 9 p.m. on Friday, we conclude with Back to the Future Live, the complete history of the Backlot Theater at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So that's what's coming up this week for Hollywood Studios Appreciation Week. We hope you'll join us for all of that. Again, all week long. There'll also be plenty of posts on the website. We'll have 2 of those paper paraphernalia posts today. We have some other fun content getting published, including a list of when you can watch. Many of the movies that were in the Great Movie Ride are going to be on TCM in the next couple weeks. We have an exhaustive article on when you can watch them. Some really fun stuff like that. It's going to be a fun week. Anyone have anything to add before we get on out of here? No?
Nope.
Gonna go straighten out these pictures now.
The pictures are fine. Just move your body.
I'm just gonna move the tape. All right, we're gonna go. I gotta record a show anyway. News today. All right, everybody. We'll see you real soon. Start moving the table.
Bye.